So after completing IUPAC and isomerism, we now start with the basic concepts associated with organic chemistry understanding. So before we actually move on to the bigger parts of understanding the reaction and its mechanism, to develop a better understanding of that part, we need to understand the basic concepts related to the organic chemistry. That's what we call it as GOC, General Organic Chemistry. Divided in two parts, we are starting with the first part. Now, in the theory, we have discussed about all these effects, which we are going to discuss now. Okay, so एक बार if you want, I will send the videos for the revision. I will anyways revise the entire part in this sessions, but for better understanding, if you just watch the videos, then it will be faster and the understanding will be better. Okay. So first of all, the effects which we are understanding are all based on the concept of electronic effects. Electronic effects. Electronic effects means the effects which are related with the movement of electrons in organic compounds. Movement of electrons. Now, organic compounds are covalent or ionic?
Covenant.
Covalent. So these effects we are obviously going to understand and implement in a covalent bond. So there is nowhere ionic bond in consideration because organic compounds are covalent compounds. The movement of electrons we have to understand in a covalent bond. Okay. So there are various effects which takes place when there is electron ka displacement or electron ka movement which happens. Can you list the important effects apart from inductive?
Electromagnetic,
Electromagnetic.
Electromagnetic effects,
hyperconjugation, resonance.
hyperconjugation, resonance. So normally जब भी मैं आपको effects की बात करता हूँ, the three words which you are going to remember is RHI, which is resonance, hyperconjugation, and inductive effect. The three most important effects to understand in organic chemistry. ठीक है? And inductive के साथ always remember the electromagnetic effects. ठीक है? Now, before I move to the electronic effects, first of all, we talk about covalent bond. So we know that a covalent bond is formed by sharing of electrons. So let's consider there are two atoms which are similar and the electrons are being shared. So there is a AA molecule and AB molecule. The difference here is in AB, the B element is more electronegative than A. So what is the difference in these two covalent compounds?
One is polar, other is non-polar.
Perfect. One is polar and other is non-polar. So this gives you the understanding that a covalent bond can be polar or non-polar. So if the elements are same and there is no difference in electronegativity, the electron will be shared equally between them. So this equal sharing of electrons doesn't lead to any polarity and the covalent bond is said to be polar. Now इसी के साथ here, if it is non-polar, the electrons are shared equally, which is shown by the half-headed arrow or the fish hook arrow. Thirdly, such type of molecules ka breakdown happens symmetrically or unsymmetrically.
Symmetrical.
And this symmetrical breakdown of a covalent bond is called
Homolytic fission.
homolytic fission, shortly homolysis. And in homolysis, when the bond breaks, the electron will go to the respective atoms and it will lead to the formation of
Free radical.
free radicals. So free radicals are the neutral species having one unpaired electron. तो यहाँ से fission का concept भी मैंने बता दिया, right? Secondly, if a molecule is having difference in electronegativity, is the electron now being shared equally?
No.
No. B being more electronegative will attract the electrons towards itself. So there is a displacement movement of electron towards B, due to which the electron density around B will
increase,
and around A will
decrease,
B will acquire a partial,
negative charge,
A will acquire a partial positive charge, and the covalent bond is said to become
polar,
polar. Now, if there is a polarity in a covalent bond, the breakdown is not going to be symmetrical. So this will be breaking unsymmetrically, called
heterolysis,
heterolysis, and it will result in the formation of
A plus and B minus.
ions, that is cation A plus and anion B minus. So this is what the electronic effect is shortly about. In a non-polar compound, the electrons are distributed equally, so the breakdown will be symmetrical and it will lead to the radical formation. If a covalent bond is polar, the electron is not shared equally, it will break unsymmetrically and will lead to the formation of ions. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Now, inductive is related to the word induction, and induction means to induce करना, मतलब to
Pass
pa- pass on. Very good. Inductive effect में the word induce is related to pass on. So let's consider that I have a chain of carbon atoms which is bonded to a highly electronegative element or any of the functional group, let's say chlorine. So first of all, this CCl bond is polar or non-polar?
Polar,
Polar. So electron density will be more towards chlorine and less towards carbon. So here, because of this polarity, this carbon, because of the delta plus, has become electron
deficient,
deficient. So organic में I always use the language of electron deficient मतलब गरीब, electron rich मतलब अमीर. इस simple language को adopt कर लो, it will be easier to understand. Now this garib carbon will have the tendency to donate or attract.
attract,
Obviously attract. So garib will attract the electrons, and this garib carbon is going to attract the electron from the neighboring carbon. तो जैसे यहाँ neighboring carbon से electron donate, sorry, withdraw करेगा, attract करेगा, this carbon now will also acquire a
delta positive,
delta positive charge. So can I say this carbon with a delta 1 has passed on the garibi or the deficiency to the neighboring carbon? This carbon in turn will pass on to the next carbon. This in turn will pass on to the next one. This passing on of the polarity or the deficiency is called as inductive effect. Understood? So now let's understand the important points. For inductive effect to be possible, what is the condition?
highly electronegative element,
Bonded to carbon, because we are talking about organic compounds. So carbon and the other element should have the difference in electronegativity. Difference in electronegativity. Secondly, because of the electronegativity, the bond is becoming
polar,
polar. Is this polarization temporary or permanent?
permanent,
Permanent. So we say that inductive effect results in the permanent polarization. And is this polarization complete or partial?
partial,
Partial. Partial मतलब क्या? The electron are shared, but they are shared unequally. Complete transfer में क्या होगा कि one of the atom will just donate its electron to another, and that will happen only in case of the bond breakdown. तो मैं हमेशा बोलता हूँ जब तक बॉन्ड टूटा नहीं है तब तक polarities will be
Partial.
partial. The moment bond breaks, the polarity is always
Permanent. Complete,
नहीं
sorry.
complete. देखो यहाँ पर the bond is not broken, so the polarity is partial. When I broke the bond, the polarity now are complete. ये सिंपल दो स्टेटमेंट याद रखोगे तो कभी भी पार्शियल और कंप्लीट में आप कंफ्यूज नहीं होंगे, दैट इज गारंटी. जब तक बॉन्ड नहीं टूटा पोलैरिटी इज पार्शियल, जब बॉन्ड टूट जाता है पोलैरिटी बिकम कंप्लीट. तो इंडक्टिव इफेक्ट में देयर इज अ permanent polarization, but the polarization acquired is partial. So it's permanent but partial polarization. Thirdly, as we extend the carbon chain, so with the increase in the distance, inductive effect becomes stronger or weaker?
Weaker.
Weaker, because already this charge was partial. जब वो पास करेगा और छोटा होगा, पास करेगा और छोटा होगा. That is why we say that inductive effect is visible up to a chain of
4 carbon.
4 carbon atoms. After 4, it is almost negligible and we don't consider the effect to be stronger or relevant. Understood? So these
Yes,
three
sir.
pointers cover the inductive effect in depth. Inductive effect is possible when there is a difference in electronegativity which develops a polarity and that is permanent. And since the bond is not broken down, it is a partial polarization. And with distance, it decreases, hence it is visible till a chain of 4 carbon atoms. Secondly, in this electron displacement, if you look from the chlorine side, what it is doing? Donating or withdrawing the electron?
Withdrawing.
So that type of atom or a group which withdraws the electron is shortly referred as
EWG.
electron withdrawing group, EWG. And carbon की तरफ से देखोगे तो it is donating, so it becomes EDG. This leads to the concept of two types of inductive effect, EDG versus EWG. And this EDG is called
Plus I.
plus I. तो और एक चीज मैं हमेशा बोलता हूँ कि प्लस मतलब अच्छा वाला इफेक्ट. प्लस मतलब अच्छा, अच्छा वो होता है जो डोनेट करता है. और माइनस मतलब बुरा वाला इफेक्ट. हमेशा याद रखना, ऑर्गेनिक में whenever the effect is plus, it will be related to donation. प्लस मतलब अच्छा, अच्छा मतलब डोनेट करने वाला. एंड माइनस मतलब नेगेटिव, बुरा इफेक्ट मतलब छीनने वाला, विड्रॉ करने वाला. This language is very easy to understand. Okay. Now, under the plus I, the examples were to be remembered as what mnemonic was given?
Ma.
Ma. Plus I के examples are to be remembered as Ma, which is metals, anions, and
Alkyl group.
alkyl groups. So metals have the tendency to lose electron. Anions have negative charge due to which they are electron rich. And electron rich होगा तो rich क्या करेगा? क्या करेगा?
Don't.
Donate. ठीक है? And A is for alkyl groups. You can clearly see in the example which I have given, the chain of carbon is donating the electron towards the chlorine. So this chain of carbon is an alkyl and alkyl group becomes an EDG. That's what the Ma refers to. Metals, ions, and alkyl groups. So इनके सामने you have non-metals, cations, and functional group. They are minus I. Clear?
Yes, sir.
So with this detailed introduction to inductive effect, let's start with the MCQs. Now in the notes, after IUPAC isomerism, there is a POC part which you have to skip as of now. It is practical based. इट इज प्रैक्टिकल ऑर्गेनिक केमिस्ट्री जो हम बाद में करेंगे once your practical starts in the near future whenever it is. ठीक है, और नहीं स्टार्ट हुआ तो आई विल टेल यू द थ्योरी एंड देन वी विल हैव द डिस्कशन ऑन दैट. एज ऑफ नाउ उसको आप स्किप करो. थर्ड चैप्टर इज जीओसी जिसमें दो पार्ट्स हैं, पार्ट 1 एंड पार्ट 2. स्टार्टिंग विद द पार्ट 1 and the section A. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Just refer the notes. Whatever extra points I'm giving, please note down in your book itself. जब भी आप refer करो, all the points you will have at one place. And one more thing, as we are progressing with the topics now, from now, the important points, the theoretical points for understanding of the effects are to be noted down in your booklet. कोई भी एक book बनाओ organic के लिए, जैसे आप inorganic के लिए बना रहे थे, वैसे please start for organic also. Okay, जैसे मैंने यहाँ pointers दिए, condition, then the polarization, permanent, which is partial, visibility up to 4 carbon, distance के साथ decrease होना, types of the inductive effect, polarity, non-polarity, homolysis, heterolysis, radicals कब बनेगा, ions कब बनेगा, ये सारे आपके important points हो जाते हैं for the understanding. I advise you start making the notes. And whenever I call you for the meeting, I want that booklet to be complete. Isliye it is not optional, it is compulsory for everyone. Okay, so from next month, I'll be calling you individually to the class and I will be also discussing and seeing the books. Make sure that you make it after every session. Okay, let's start with A2. Which statement is correct regarding inductive effects? Correct statement. First, electron displacement along a carbon chain and develops partial charges on atoms. True or
True.
it's a true, and in fact this itself is the answer. बाकी statement में क्या गड़बड़ है देखते हैं. Complete transfer of one of the shared pair of electrons to one of the atom joined by a double bond.
Partial transfer.
Yes, it's not a complete transfer, it is a partial transfer. And also, the movement of electron, is it happening in a double bond or a single bond?
Single.
Single. That is why inductive effect, in other words, is a displacement of which electrons? Sigma or
Sigma.
pi? Sigma. Displacement of sigma electrons in a single covalent bond. Single covalent bond. अब ये specifically important है because if there is a displacement of pi electrons in a multiple bond, then that effect is given a name as
Hyperconjugation.
no. Displacement of pi electrons in a multiple
Resonance.
bond. नहीं.
Electromagnetic.
इलेक्ट्रोमेरिक इफेक्ट आगे मैं बताऊंगा, लेकिन इलेक्ट्रोमेरिक इफेक्ट में क्या बताया था, दैट इफ यू हैव अ डबल बॉन्डेड कार्बन and if you have a reagent like AlCl3, then pi electrons from the carbon gets donated to the electron deficient aluminium. It develops an intermediate state where the carbon is bonded to aluminium like this. So यहाँ से the pi bond is broken down and the electron is being donated to the AlCl3. That's an intermediate. Finally क्या होगा? The carbon atom will develop a complete polarization because electron transfer complete हुआ है. So this carbon will become plus and this Al will become minus. This is electromagnetic effect. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So inductive effect is displacement of sigma electron in a single covalent bond. इलेक्ट्रोमैग्नेटिक इफेक्ट इज डिस्प्लेसमेंट. यहाँ पे भी मूवमेंट हो रहा है, किसका हो रहा है, कौन से इलेक्ट्रॉन्स का,
Pi.
पाई. एंड किस में हो रहा है ना, डबल और ट्रिपल बॉन्ड विच इज अ मल्टीपल, पाई तो ऑब्वियसली डबल और ट्रिपल में ही होता है ना, ठीक है। So displacement of pi electrons in a multiple bond is electromeric effect. Resonance is a delocalization of pi electrons. Now displacement is movement and delocalization is something which is very much related to resonance. हार्डली कोई डिफरेंस है, लेकिन जब हम डीलोकलाइजेशन बोलते हैं तो एक से ज्यादा स्ट्रक्चर बन सकते हैं, एंड दो स्ट्रक्चर्स वी कॉल इट एज रेजोनेटिंग स्ट्रक्चर्स, ठीक है। विल कम टू ऑल ऑफ देम इन द नेक्स्ट पार्ट। चल, तो सेकंड पॉइंट इनकरेक्ट है। थर्ड, इंप्लाइज ट्रांसफर ऑफ लोन पेयर ऑफ इलेक्ट्रॉन। यहाँ पे लोन पेयर ट्रांसफर होता है क्या?
No.
No, there is a shared pair of electron which is transferred or rather partially shifted. And I effect increases with increase in distance. No, it
Also.
decreases with increase in the distance. तो याद रखना, inductive effect is distance dependent. Lesser the distance, stronger is the effect. जितना दूर उतना कम हो जाएगा effect. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Next. Which of the following has incorrect direction of inductive effect? Now direction of inductive effect मतलब जो displacement हो रहा है, that is always towards a more electronegative or the electron rich atom. तो यहाँ पर A and B, if I take the condition that B is more electronegative, the displacement of the shared electron is towards B. So direction is A से B की तरह, बस वैसे यहाँ पर apply करना है। Now in the first option, you have a methyl which is donating the electron to the benzene ka carbon. Is this direction correct?
Yes.
And why?
Methyl is an
sp2.
Uh, there is a difference in hybridization. Now, when I talk about electronegativity of carbon, then sp3 single bonded carbon is less electronegative than sp2 and is less electronegative than sp. So sp3 के लिए there is a value of 2.5, then this is 2.8, and sp carbon which is triple bonded has a very high electronegativity of 3.3, and this was dependent on percentage of
S character.
s character. तो already हम inorganic में भी कर चुके हैं। Okay, so this double bonded carbon of benzene is sp2, which is more electronegative than the methyl carbon, which is sp3. So the donation will be from methyl to the double bonded carbon. Hence the direction is correct on both the sides. Next one.
correct.
Correct. So third one.
Correct.
Now, if you look at the second and third one, the only difference is there is a neutral carboxyl group in which there is a withdrawal of electrons, and here there is a carboxylate anion which is showing the donation of electron. Now, let's understand the funda over here. When I talk about carboxylate ion, is the negative charge localized on oxygen?
No.
No. It is delocalized because of
Resonance.
resonance. तो इसका एक और resonating structure होगा where the double will change to single with a negative charge and single will change to double. The movement of electrons will happen like this. That's resonance. And I can write the equivalent structure where the oxygen and carbon will be joined by
1.5 bond.
1.5 bond. They will be joined by 1 sigma, and the pi will be distributed adha adha. And even the negative charge will be distributed equally as minus half and minus half. So overall, this carboxylate ion, because of the negative charge, is actually electron
Rich.
rich. So electron rich will have the tendency to
Donate.
डोनेट. और यहाँ पर जब न्यूट्रल कार्बन था ना, तो दिस कार्बन का हाइब्रिडाइजेशन इज sp2, and because of that the electron withdraw ability will be possible because there was a difference between second and third. Why the direction is ulta, that is something which was important. And fourth mein, what is the problem?
Should be ulta.
Should be ulta, because this is a carbonyl group which is electron withdrawing. See, remember the alkyl groups are electron donating. तो ये क्या करने चाहिए? Electrons को donate करना चाहिए like this. इसलिए this is the incorrect direction. Hence the answer is 4. Understood?
Yes.
Next. Which of the following alkyl group has the maximum plus I effect? Options given are isopropyl, tert butyl, ethyl, and methyl. See, methyl group is not having any bonded atom or group. Ethyl के केस में this carbon is having one methyl. Third butyl के केस में there are three methyl groups bonded to the carbon. And isopropyl में there are two methyl groups. Now where the electron donation is going to be highest?
2.
2. That's why for the alkyl groups, the order of the plus I effect is tertiary having the highest, followed by secondary, primary, and the least will be of the methyl group. Maximum plus I effect tertiary का होता है because there are 3 carbon alkyl groups bonded to that tertiary carbon. Next one. Decreasing minus I effect of given groups is cyano, nitro, amino, and chloro. If you remember, among the electron withdrawing groups, I always say one of the group has a very strong minus I effect. कौन सा? Nitro has the strongest minus I effect out of the options given. The reason is in nitro, nitrogen is attached to oxygen, which is a highly electronegative element. Similar to carboxylate ion, even this will have the two oxygen atoms with a single and a half pi bond and the negative charge distributed equally like this. Correct? So overall, because of the oxygen bearing a negative charge, it will have a tendency to withdraw the electron to a higher extent. इसीलिए नाइट्रो का माइनस आई इलेक्ट्रॉन विड्रॉइंग इफेक्ट इज मैक्सिमम among the options. हाँ, ठीक है. नाइट्रो के बाद विच विल बी द ग्रुप? नाइट्रो के बाद साइनो, अमाइनो या क्लोरो?
Sign.
Now tell me, साइनो में the carbon and nitrogen is joined by
Triple bond.
triple bond. So the carbon is what hybridization?
SP.
sp. So this is not the normal single bonded carbon. It is a triple bonded carbon which is having a high electronegativity. Whereas nitrogen and chlorine is single bonded, जिसका इलेक्ट्रोनेगेटिविटीज अगर बात करूँ तो अप्रॉक्स 3 है दोनों का. तो नाइट्रो के बाद साइनो हैज अ स्ट्रॉन्गर माइनस आई इफेक्ट. अब अमाइनो वर्सेस हैलोजन में which we consider to be more electronegative in the periodic table. Halogen have the requirement of only one
Halogen.
electron. Obviously, halogens are highly electronegative. For a longer period, the halogens are highly electronegative. तो नाइट्रोजन और क्लोरीन में कंपैरेटिवली क्लोरीन का इलेक्ट्रॉन विड्रॉ करने का टेंडेंसी थोड़ा सा ज्यादा रहेगा. ठीक है. सो देन कम्स क्लोरो एंड देन लास्ट में आएगा अमाइनो. समझा? So now you can always remember that nitro has a very strong minus I followed by cyano. दो important comparison है. अच्छा, if I talk about CF3 and a methyl group which has a stronger minus I. CF3 versus methyl.
CF3.
Obviously, because here the carbon is bonded to three most electronegative elements, that is fluorine. Methyl का तो plus I होता है. CF3 का comparison if I do with nitro, which is going to be stronger.
CF3.
Obviously, because यहाँ पर there were two oxygen which are pulling the electron density, but here there are three fluorine atoms which will pull the electrons more. So the withdrawing ability is very high for CF3. इसलिए नाइट्रो के भी ऊपर अगर स्ट्रॉन्ग माइनस आई की बात करूं तो एक एग्जांपल जो आप हमेशा याद रख सकते हो इज CF3 ट्राइफ्लोरोमीथाइल हैज अ वेरी वेरी स्ट्रॉन्ग माइनस आई. ठीक है. तो इसी क्वेश्चन में यू कैन आल्सो राइट CF3 एज एन एग्जांपल. इनफैक्ट पूरा ऑर्डर लिख लो. CF3 नाइट्रो साइनो, देन वी हैव क्लोरो एंड अमाइनो. Three are very very important. Up next, which is the correct order of inductive effect? Now, if the groups are single bonded, on what parameter you are going to compare?
Electronegativity.
बस जब भी ग्रुप मल्टीपल बॉन्ड हो और उसमें रेजोनेंस या कोई और फैक्टर है तो यू हैव टू कंसिडर दैट आल्सो. बट अगर सारे ही ग्रुप सिंगल बॉन्डेड है देन इट इज सिंपल बेस्ड ऑन इलेक्ट्रोनेगेटिविटी. व्हिच इज द करेक्ट आंसर?
2.
Obviously the phone wala comparison. Chlorine most electronegative followed by oxygen and nitrogen. Next, A7. Which of the following statement is correct? Plus I group stabilizes the carbocation. Is it correct?
Yes.
So up we also discuss about carbocations ka types. So how many types of carbocation do we have?
1 degree, 2 degree, 3 degree.
1 degree, 2 degree, 3 degree, that's primary, secondary and tertiary. And methyl को अगर अलग consider करें तो methyl के बाद 1 2 3 बोल सकते हैं. Okay, because methyl doesn't have any carbon attached to it, so it is generally considered as separate. So we have a methyl carbocation followed by ethyl carbocation, then isopropyl or a secondary carbocation, and a tertiary butyl or a third carbocation. Correct? Now इसमें stability के लिए एक simple सा understanding मैंने बताया था. Carbocations with a plus are electron
Defi.
deficient. अब डेफिशिएंट मतलब गरीब। अब गरीब की कंडीशन को स्टेबल कौन करेगा, देने वाला या छीनने वाला?
देने वाला।
देने वाला. So if a group or a species is electron deficient, it will have the tendency to stabilize by accepting the electron. तो उसके साथ जो bonded atom या group होना चाहिए वो donating होना चाहिए. So as a general rule, the electron donating groups EDG or a plus I stabilizes the carbocation is correct. So for a tertiary, there are three groups which are donating. Barabar? For a secondary, there will be two groups which are donating. For primary, there is one, and for methyl, there is none. That's why for a carbocation, the stability order followed is 3 to 1. Correct? Bolo.
Yes, sir.
This is correct statement. Plus I group stabilizes the carbon free radical.
True.
True.
True. Radical की कहानी भी कार्बोकैटायन के जैसी ही है ना, because carbocations are having 6 electrons in the valence shell, whereas radical is having
7.
7. So both are electron deficient. और deficient है मतलब गरीब है, और गरीब की कंडीशन कौन सुधारेगा, अमीर यानी देने वाला. So for the carbocation and radical, plus I will stabilize, and minus I group stabilizes the carbon ion.
True.
True. See, now instead of the positive charge, I have a negative charge with a lone pair. So if there are donating groups, will it increase the electron density on the carbon or decrease it? If the carbon is having a negative charge, और अगर मेरे पास donating groups है, तो negative charge की intensity बढ़ेगी या कम होगी?
बढ़ेगी.
बढ़ेगी. And species यानी जो charged species होता है, उसमें charge जितना ज्यादा होगा, उतना species will become
Less stable.
less stable. That's it. So carbon ion which are already electron rich, if there are donating electron groups, then obviously it is going to destabilize. Yani plus I destabilizes the carbon ion, meaning minus I will stabilize the carbon ion. So this is also a correct statement. And in this case, that's the reason carbon ion में the stability order followed is 1, 2, 3 for the alkyl carbon ions, right? समझा?
Yes, sir.
So all the statements are correct, and this question gives you the application of inductive effect, meaning we can apply the inductive effect in understanding the stability of the intermediates, carbocation, carbon ion, and carbon free radicals. इंडक्टिव क्या है वो समझ लिया, लेकिन वो कैसे अप्लाई करना है, दैट इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. नेक्स्ट. Arrange the following compound in decreasing order of their dipole moment. Which is going to be most polar? Should be simple
First.
now. First one, because nitro has a very strong minus I effect, so electron density will be attracted very high towards it. So इसका जो polarity होगा सबसे max होगा. And among the halogens, polarity maximum will be for
Chlorine.
chlorine based on electronegativity, then bromine, and then iodine. Answer is in the sequence 1, 2, 3, and 4. Understood.
Yes, sir.
Because with this, I have just initiated the GOC with the introduction to inductive effects. जैसे जैसे now we will solve the MCQs, the application of these effects will be more understandable. ठीक है, हमने theory में just ये effects क्या है वो पढ़े हैं, but MCQs में we need a proper application of these effects. Okay.
Yes,
So
sir.
any doubts?
No, sir.